Hello, and welcome. I really want to go in depth and let everyone know the reasoning behind the formation of needs. I am Justin Backus, the founder and chief executive officer of Needs, and I think it's very important that there's a transparent understanding of the reason the nonprofit was started, the goals that we seek to accomplish, as well as the reasoning behind it, just how everything lines up accordingly. So I'll jump right in. Needs, for one, I know that's a fancy name or whatever, but what needs really stand for is National Economic Empowerment Development Society. And with that, what that name is really saying is we're looking to empower empower those that are in need across the nation. So NEED's mission is to provide proficient information and resources for economic opportunities and stability through the creation of jobs, mentorship, and educational programs. So when I say we're helping and providing needs, I think everything more so starts from the mind. And in the society that we live in, you actually lose off what you don't know, and the things that you are able to have knowledge of is truly an asset to you, and that's what we seek to do. There are certain sections that just don't have access to specific information, and I understand, coming from those places, I actually have a full understanding of how it is to actually come from there, and then obtain information and what that information was able to do. Consequently, I just understand that it's really not your fault. It's not your fault. You can't fault yourself for what you don't know, and we truly don't know what we don't know. So we seek to actually provide that essence of, okay, if I knew this, I knew I'm able to. I know this will have an impact on my life. So we're giving that information, but not only just giving it and hoping, wishing for the best, but actually giving a blueprint of how to accomplish things. So one of our most beneficial empowerment programs is general financial education. That's, financial literacy is just so important. There's so many there's so many angles and so many instances that comes up in one's life that if you do not have that information, it's a high possibility that you will lose. And that's a generalized statement, but when it comes to that, there's nothing worse than losing and thinking that you're winning. And we're kind of placed in a lot of positions like that just from the lack of information. So we're here to help with, we will be giving wealth seminars, actually be leading up to a learning center, which would be the Needs Center, which would just more so be a hub to where you are able to come and, learn, that information that's needed. And then on top of that, just business development. There are many talented people who have the skills to do what they do, but they don't understand the actual business spectrum of it, and aren't able to actually scale as they would, just simply because they don't know how to. They're good at what they are good at, and that's great. And that's where we are stepping in to actually provide a full helping hand to their actual needs, not things that we assume that they may want, or that maybe they can use this, but their actual needs. From that same needs center, it'll be used as a motivational and resource hub to where, underprivileged children and adults seldom have the resources needed to help them understand that they are fully capable of accomplishing everything that they want to do. But everyone doesn't have the motivation or the drive to do that, as well as the resources to actually see it through to the end. So that's where we step in and actually provide that, letting them know that they can do it, and this is what you need to do it, and this is how you do it, which is very beneficial. If you feel like your dreams aren't being accomplished, it's like you feel like you've just lost your essence. And we seek to, really provide a helping hand to that, just letting you know that we are here. We are here to help. That's really more so like, there's no worse feeling than just being in a position where you're like, well, I have a problem, but I really don't know. I really don't have a solution for this problem, and I don't have anyone that I can go to talk about it or for help. So I'm just stuck in the problem. That's a problem on its own, and over time, that one small problem like that can trickle down and have a huge effect on a person's bloodline, on everything that goes on with that person, just because they just don't know, or more so, they don't have the resources to, if they did know, to actually do it. And that's where we're stepping in, giving a helping hand. Another essence of this is a blueprint. That's where we just provide that blueprint, just letting you know, hey, this is how you do it. This is the right way to do it. There are things that we're just not taught. We're just not taught, and that's a problem. So we're going to be providing a step-by-step blueprint, whether you are trying to get a home, whether you are raising kids, and anything in the essence like that. There is a way to do things, and we're more so placed into positions and forced to just figure it out as life goes on. And that's extremely hard. In reality, that is extremely hard. So we do look to, okay, this is the position you are in for where you want to be. This is how you get there. And last but not least is common situational solutions. Common situational solutions, more so, where there are problems that a lot of people can relate to because they've had those same problems as well. So when it comes down to that, there are certain segments of society that really run into the same thing, and that problem always either sends them, maybe to jail, or it makes them poorer, more poor, or it just places them in a bad position. Just simply being they don't have a solution for it. But there are people out there who have gone through those problems and have made it out to the other side of the rainbow and seeing that, okay, I used this situation. Like, there are people who have gone through the same things that you have gone through and have found solutions. And when those solutions are listed, there's a way to where, okay, here's your problem, where, oh, okay, here's the solution for this. Especially when it comes to simple problems. When a bunch of simple problems add up, they become complex. Complex problems are a little more harder to resolve, but if there is still an essence to it, to where, okay, well, really the problem as a whole is really this, and this, and we provide solutions to those three segments, we have just solved the entire problem as a whole. So that's where we come in. So examples of those are like raising kids as a single mother. Maybe you're having a problem with your son and you just don't know what to do. There's solutions for that. So support programs, that's really more so where we're reaching out, where obviously we're a helping hand, but we're a helping hand more so to your needs, the things that are actually needed. So of course there's always help in, getting people on the right track or taking them to college and things like that. But if their actual needs, the essence of what makes them who they are not fulfilled, it very much so places them in a position where it's an uphill battle at all times. And that's where we are stepping in. So with that being said, any help that can be given to those who are actually in need, and you know how those needs are fulfilled, it is more than appreciated. And one of our first events that we have going on is we are providing warm gear to those who are actually in need. It's getting cold. Not only are you providing, jackets, gloves, socks, and things like that, but and just giving your money and hoping for the best. Nothing against other organizations, but you are able to know who your money went to. You're able to get access to their background story. That way you have a better understanding, because every person that is homeless isn't a bum or isn't a drug addict or just things like that. There are just situational problems that have placed them in a position, and they really don't have any resources to provide the needs needed to rise back on their feet. And this is where we are stepping in, and we are going step by step. So with that being said, please use any link, whether it's the button above or below, and we'll give you access to the portal, which will grant you accessibility to not only know exactly where your contributions are going towards, but also have access to that our transparency of everything that we are doing moving forward. Thank you very much.